What's up, guys? I just want to cover a topic that I think is going to be on a lot of people's minds if it isn't already, and that's losing the body fat that a lot of us put on during quarantine. But I'm already seeing it a little bit, not everybody, but I'm seeing a lot of people focusing on all of the wrong things when it comes to weight loss. They're focusing on, what's the latest fat burning supplement, what's the latest high intensity training class that they can jump into. They're not focusing on the fundamental principles of weight loss, and we call them the fundamental principles because they really are that. Like, if you're not focusing on those things first, those big rocks, anything that you try to add to the equation, it's just not going to be effective. So the first principle of weight loss is energy balance, because at the end of the day, if you are not expending more energy than you take in throughout the day, throughout weeks, you're going to gain weight. Now, what that number will be, where that balance lies, is going to be incredibly individual, and it's going to fluctuate. It's not going to be the same. It's going to be a dynamic. It's changing based on a ton of factors. You can't just look at the work that you put in the gym and think that's enough to meaningfully shift the energy balance equation in your favor of weight loss. What you need to do is pay attention to how much are you moving throughout the day, because the biggest factor that you have control over, the biggest factor overall, is going to be the amount of energy it takes just to keep the lights on, how to digest food, to get your brain running, all of that stuff. That's going to be a giant percentage. I forget what it depends on the person, but it's going to be a huge percentage of the amount of energy you burn throughout the day. A smaller percentage of that is going to be the amount that you use just through the day, walking, moving, talking, stuff like that. An even smaller percentage is what you burn during exercise, if you do exercise. So keep that in mind when you are focusing on energy balance. You have to take care of that big picture before you can expect to do anything in terms of lose weight sustainably. Now, all of these affect each other up and down the line, though. So number 2, sleep/recovery. If you are not sleeping, the hormonal response, the hormonal milieu that exists because of that is going to be extremely unfavorable for weight loss. You're going to be more hungry. You're going to lose a significant amount more lean body mass as opposed to fat mass. There's countless studies that show this now. If you look it up, it's very conclusive. If you're not sleeping enough, you will lose a large majority of your weight from muscle instead of body fat. And we know the name of the game is preserving as much muscle as possible while you're losing weight. Recovery, are you training too hard? And that could be from cardio, that can be from lifting weights, anything that is going to be pushing you past the point of, okay, I'm beneficially adapting, now I'm in this trap where I'm barely recovering and I'm not actually progressing, I'm potentially regressing. Next is protein intake. If you are not supporting lean body mass with adequate amounts of protein, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Again, you're going to be losing a lot more of that weight from lean body mass muscle instead of body fat. Now, you don't need a crazy amount. I've seen up to like 3 grams per pound of body weight. Really, the old rule of thumb of 1 gram per pound actually stands up to research extremely well. So, resistance training and movement. Resistance training. So, you have to send a signal. Again, the name of the game is to preserve muscle. So, if you are not sending a signal for your body to preserve muscle from lifting weights, doing a lot of work with those muscles, your brain will say, okay, I don't need those anymore, and it's going to pare that down and make you more efficient with the calories that you are giving it in this calorie-restricted diet. Movement, again, if you're not moving enough throughout the day, movement is absolutely crucial for human health on every level. I think everybody can agree with that. But if you think that doing an hour-long workout or even less will compare it to the 23 hours a day that you are not moving, you are setting yourself up for that energy balance being extremely disfavorable, and you're going to gain weight or prevent weight loss. So as we get back into the gym, I hope all of you guys focus on the principles of weight loss and don't focus on the wrong things.